hello, and welcome back to another fabulous and wonderful episode of Disney Dreamlight Valley. And that's today's fabulous and wonderful episode. We are doing a valley tour. Now, I spent quite a few number of weeks yet again.
The light touches is
okay,
part
guys.
Of this new place.
Okay, good for y'all. I spent quite a number of weeks working on this valley, making sure that it looks fantastic from one biome to the other. So I hope y'all enjoy this wonderful valley tour. But before we get started, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, hit that notification bell, especially if you love my Disney Dreamlight content, because if y'all watch me on my live streams, y'all know how much I love decorating. So why don't we go ahead, hop on into this wonderful tour, and let's start here at the plaza. So we're going to start over here with our little marketplace. We moved Scrooge's shop back on this side. I don't think it's been over here in quite a few number of months, maybe even a year or so. Yeesh. I don't really move Scrooge's shop all that much, and it's rather obvious. And over here we have a little market area with a Kristoff stall, Mulan stall, and Tatiana stall. You know, make everything kind of conveniently in one spot. We have a little hangout section here, you know, just a perfect little place to do a little bit of an intro here and there and everywhere. And over here we have the back end with some of the specialty cars we have parked around the neighborhood, basically. Then we had this nice little kind of sign way with to let you know where we gotta go. I thought that was a really cute filler area, if that makes any sense, to be perfectly honest. We got our bakery. We got Remy's over here, which I am super proud of Remy's, by the way, because of the fact that it took me so long to get that statue. Like, oh my god, it took me way too long to get that statue. It took me, I think, roughly 3 months, and this is before the update, guys. So I'm very proud of this statue. So I worked very hard on this area. I wanted to really give him a really nice restaurant, you know, spice up the area a little bit more than I have been. And of course, it's kind of connected over here to this little, like, Lady and the Tramp inspired area. I thought it was super adorable. We got Remy's entrance with this nice, like, I really love this, like, signage right here. Like, it is beautiful. We have our Ratatouille fountain, which I thought this was a very nice centerpiece, to be perfectly honest. Over here, we have just a little light puppet area, something for the kiddos to enjoy while they sit down and wait for mom and dad to get done in the restaurant. This is my little crafting station. I really have fallen in love with the Princess of the Frog stuff, I'm not gonna lie. And of course we have our Tangle stuff here, because that's just my favorite crafting station out of all times. Excuse me, Pumbaa. We have Merlin's library, and the library itself kind of shrunk it down a little bit, but I had to really make some room here, especially because I want to go with more of a city vibe. And, you know, definitely something different from what I normally go with. Then over here we have Al's Toy Barn. I'm gonna be honest, I personally like Al's Toy Barn. I have some ideas what I want to do in there, but I really want to work on and turn the island first before I get back to these houses. I know it takes me so long to get in these houses, but damn it, man, I'm a completionist through and through. When I start something, I gotta finish it. We got another signage area. We got Mike's, I think this is Mike and Sully's house, I do believe, yeah. Then we got my flower area where I keep all the flowers. I thought this was just a really cute section to put in over here in the plaza. Because originally it was up there at the Valor, but I did some stuff around there that I think y'all be definitely pleased with. But we'll get there when we get there. Then we have Remy's house, and then Daisy's shop here with the little Figment flower statue as an intro, which I absolutely adore. Like, personally, guys, I love what I've done here. I think everything is quite beautiful and very glamorous. Like, it really feels kind of New Orleans to me, like a New Orleans vibes, but it connects very well with the meadow, and I love what I've done with the meadow. I really brought a taste of Louisiana down there, and I feel like it kind of transferred up here a little bit. I personally love this. Has to be a fantastic iteration I've done in the plaza, and I'm gonna be honest, maybe one of my favorites. I don't know, it could be this nice pathway. It could be just how I have everything laid out as a city complex, which is something I usually don't do. But overall, I definitely love this for sure. But while we go ahead, move on to the next little section, I am thinking maybe the meadows? Maybe we'll find out. So over here at the meadow, I am super proud of what I've done over here. I really brought like the taste and the feel of Louisiana here in the meadow. I know a lot of people have been putting it in the Glades of Trust with Tatiana's house and her restaurant and everything. But I want to do something a little different and do something with... Damn! Thanks, Gaston. That's what we all want. Yep, you brought the show. You brought the show for sure. And my character's just enamored, like, yes, Gaston, woo, take it off. So why don't we go ahead, follow Gaston to the right, and check everything out. So over here we have the friendship pillar, you know, just some extra foliage to kind of fill out this area. Then we have our park section here, which I absolutely love this. Like, it was one of my favorite parts to work on in the meadow. We have like our little movie concession stand and stalls for the plays that get put on. Right now they're doing a recreation of Snow White. So over here we have a beautiful set of picnic tables with some delicious treats. And then we have Goofy's stall, you know, kind of gave him some extra crates and decorations around his area to kind of spruce it up a little bit just for him, because he's been a real nice guy recently. We got our ice cream, the beautiful little clock, and a little birthday party here, which I thought was absolutely adorable. Like, I just needed something tiny to fill this area in, and of course I wanted to show off my up balloon. So I figured this would be nice. This would definitely be real nice. Then over here we have our Lady in the Tramp house with a very cute backyard. I'm gonna be honest, it took me a minute to figure out what to do back here, because it's such a small and awkward area to work with, but I think I really nailed it, to be honest. I think it's super duper cute. Then over here we have my house. I decided to use the Haunted Mansion's house because I wanted something different. I've had the Dark Castle for I don't know how many years now. So I was like, you know what? I want to change house, and this is what I decided. Get myself a cute little graveyard. Needed that graveyard because it's life. Then back here is what I'm really proud of. So we have, let's start over here with our Tatiana kitchen set. As I said back at the plaza, I've really fallen in love with this set. I didn't think I would, but you know, it's grown on me and it's absolutely adorable. We have our whale access here because it's just convenient to put it right here next to my door. Then we have this wonderful little sit-down area right here with the gazebo's at. I really kind of like decked it out with a whole bunch of flowers. Then my time bending station, a little eatery area where I can sit down and eat, enjoy my music. Jug house with the crazy amount of animals I like to throw around my valley. Of course, my personal crafting station, yet again with the tangle. Absolutely love this section though. Like, my house is gorgeous. I just love it. And it fits so well into this theme. I think the only house that really maybe might stand out is Lady's house, but, you know, I think it still kind of fits in. Then over here we have our pet cemetery. I thought this was a very cute section to work on. Like, even though it's dark and morbid, I liked it, especially the Cheshire cats, you know, bush. We got the cute little decorations around the tombstones themselves. It's absolutely adorable. I love it, like 100%. It was one of my favorite little sections to work on next to the park area over here. Then we got Tatiana's house. I thought she deserved a nice big, you know, sit down family get together section so everyone can sit down and eat her delicious food. Because that woman can cook. I've seen the movie. Her food looks delicious. I don't care if it ain't real. I would still eat it. Speaking of eating, here is her restaurant here, and I really made this special. Like, honest to God, I made this special for her. So as you see, we got the fireflies hanging around. We got Tatiana's little, I want to say it's from the California version, or it might be the Orlando version of the ride. I don't know. I haven't really been to Disney World, so couldn't really tell you. But I think it may be Disney World's, but it's in front of her ride and shit. Then we have her lovely seating area with all matching little lily pads on top. Of course, the Figment statue, because that's just one of my favorite foliage pieces to use. I'm not gonna lie, like, I love him. He's adorable. I need more Figment in my life. And then back here we have a little stall area where she can sell extra of her goodies and stuff to people on the go, you know, like a little cake shop. Then we have our beautiful meadow pond right here. And as you can see, we added a bunch of those little lily pads. They're everywhere. I literally spent a lot of money adding a lot of lily pads here. Then here's our little group section for people who want to come in and like hang out in my valley and stuff like that. You know, maybe get some supplies or something. You know, I thought, you know, y'all deserved a real nice special spot for you guys in case y'all want to come in. You know, y'all got like extra storage if y'all need it, you know. And hell, if more people show up, I could just add more chests. We could expand it, you know. Stuff and things and stuff. We have plans. We have stuff going on. We'll see in the future, though. Then we have our little train here, which I absolutely love, to be perfectly honest. And then we have the cute little bayou house, which I love. I thought it looked real cute and adorable over here. It kind of gave it a basic yard, but yeah, I mean, look at the house. It's a little run down, so the yard should look a little run down. And then last little spot here is just another little pillar area with a picnic area, more trees and bushes and stuff to fill out this area. Like, overall, I personally love this section. It's become one of my new favorite sections to hang out in. It's gorgeous. You know, just the little details I've added to make it feel kind of like a Louisiana area with, you know, the type of pathway we have, the type of trees. Of course, all the extra bushes around here really gives this, like, really nice maze-like feel as well. I love the iron fencing around here because that definitely ties in with the Louisiana feel, which I really don't get, but, you know, it makes me happy and it makes me feel like everything's cohesive. So, you know, whatever works, works, I guess. But, yeah, just every little detail with the pop of colors and the theming here is absolutely beautiful to me. I love it. It is one of my favorite sections ever. But why don't we go ahead and move on to another section that I think y'all would definitely love to see. It is the Glades of Trust. So over here at the Glades of Trust, we ended up moving the Toontowns back over here. I know it's been a minute since they've been over here, but they weren't quite working the plaza and or the meadow like I wanted them to be perfectly honest. Let's go ahead and check it out though. I think this turned out extremely cute. So to start off our wonderful tour, let's start this way and kind of do a zigzag. You'll understand why in a bit. But right here we have our little park section with a fantastic movie area. I cannot wait to add more details over here, especially if they ever decided to do more Toontown furniture. But at this current moment, I think, you know, the little movie theater setup with my crafting station, and of course this cute little bar with snacks and treats and everything, plus the dining area. It works, it works. Ain't the most toonish of the Toontown, but I like it. Then we have our firehouse, of course, which I'm gonna be honest, it's absolutely adorable. The little puppy in the window, it gets me every time. It's so adorable. Then we have a little fire truck, a little free area full of trees and flowers, just kind of filling that area until we get some more Toontown people. And we got Goofy's house here in front of the friendship statue, because why not? Also, his house is the only one that actually fit right there in that little area. Just speaking the truth here. Just being honest.
I'm dead
And
again.
over here
I'm
we-
up.
Oh.
Run fast than a bitch around the house.
I don't know if anybody else saw that, but that was a neat trick. That was a neat trick. Anyway, we have Donald's house over here. Gave him a little bit of a yard. Mainly, I got a little custom rug right here that I really think is adorable over here. You know, I didn't go too overly crazy with it. It's just a bit of a small area to work with, but I still wanted to give him something. We got Daisy's house here in front of the gorgeous Mickey fountain. And in her little yard is her little boutique, which I thought was super, super cute and adorable. I really wish okay, let me phrase this. I really wish they had some more tangle lights that were like pink or something. I usually don't go for the pink, but the pink works over here for her and Minnie. Oh. And also, don't forget to tip your magic broom on the way out when you get done getting your hair done. Now over here we have this adorable little section for Mickey and Minnie. Like, I thought this was so cute. So we have, of course, the little Figaro house. We have the steamboat back there as a little nod and reference. Gave her a bit of the flowers because she loves gardening. Then we have the beautiful cartoonish fountain, which I love this one. It is so adorable, and just the little cherry blossom trees around it really make this little section stand out. Again, it's just adorable. We have our spare garden, as I like to call it, you know, not for the pumpkins, but for everything else. Mickey's house, which he really doesn't get much of a yard. He gets his Fantasia costume. But, you know, I count this as his yard too, you know? Being perfectly honest here. Now, over here, this is where we kind of change a little bit. We have, as I like to call it, the fairy corner. So, in the fairy corner here, we have the cute little fairy flower house, as I like to call it, or, you know, just the flower house, whichever one in general. We have the fireflies, of course. This adorable lamp, like, I love this lamp. I need to use it a lot more when I kind of expand in this area, if I get any more kind of fairy houses, because I really want to do some kind of cuteness around this lamp. Don't ask me what. I'll figure it out when I get there. Then we have, you know, just some little fairy items that I like to call it, you know, a little fountain, a friendship pillar kind of thing back here. We got, you know, little potteries and candles and stuff, you know, stuff and things and stuff. A lot of earthy, buggy stuff, you know, the mushroom house as well. You know, just something that I feel like a fairy would live in. Maybe I should have really grabbed Tinkerbell's house when it was in the shop at that one time, but, lesson learned, maybe next time. Or even that other fairy house. Ugh, damn, I really should have bought some more of those fairy houses. And then, of course, there's a little backyard here, which I thought was super, super cute and adorable. I absolutely love this little tiny section here. And then the last little area is the Mother Gothel area. So, because she's becoming everyone's least favorite villain, and it's completely understandable, and even I feel this after hearing a lot of people talk about how much they really despise her, I didn't think she deserved a yard of her own. So she's kind of lumped in with the camping section. So we have our little laundry day area. We got a little cooking section with the tents. You know, nothing too crazy. I think overall, it's not my favorite yard, but again, I didn't want to give her a yard. I didn't think she deserved the yard because she's just a horrible individual. But overall, I love the Toontown elements. I really wish we had some more Toontown furniture to work with, because it's kind of hard to want to do a full Toontown when you really don't have much to really add to when it comes to decorations. I mean, yeah, well, like I said, we got the firehouse, the fire truck, and the lamppost, and maybe a couple of like weird seatings and stuff like that, but mainly we're missing a lot more like crazy kooky houses and some like pillars, maybe some crazy flowers or something. I don't know, maybe with the new DLC coming out I can maybe do something, but we'll just have to see. But why don't we go ahead and move on to the next section, which is the Dazzling Beach. And I'm going to be honest, I love what I've done there. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So over here at the Dazzling Beach, I have done something really, really cool. So I basically took the idea that I had with the meadow and the plaza, you know, bringing in more of a city aspect. I kind of did the same thing over here, but my inspiration was more like an Italian villa style, if that makes any sense. And if not, I still hope y'all like this. So let's start over here with Ariel's little house and this little friendship pillar here. I thought this was just a cute little idea, a good little filler section over here. Especially since I don't really have an area for my flowers and stuff like I do with everything else. Like, funny enough, this is the only section where the flowers are away from the vacuum. Usually I have the vacuum in my spare chest for like extra materials such as flowers and sticks and yada 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 next to the vacuum. This is the only section where it's actually here in front of Eric's house. Technically, is this Eric's house? Or is it just a beachside house? I don't really know. I never really looked at the name. But the point is, it's on the opposite end of the vacuum. Which I don't mind. I really don't. I really needed an excuse to come over here anyway. Sup, Jack? Oh, wait. No, you waving at Eric. I see how it is. I truly see how it is. Anyway, we have this nice little beach set up here. So you can get a nice little tan. Watch Olaf just do whatever he's doing in the water. What is he doing? Is he just floating there? Just kind of enjoying the wetness. Good for him. Good for him. We have this little dining section here with a group photo. I really love what I've done over here, especially since this area is a little hard to work with how like weird it is angle-wise, if that makes any sense. I mean, of course, if you decorate a lot on the Dazzling Beach, you can kind of tell it's a little difficult to work with some of the space they give us here. But overall, I like how this turned out. It's a very nice little beachside cafe that I truly think is absolutely adorable, especially with this wooden walkway. Then over here we actually have our marketplace for everything and anything that you desire. So I really want to take the idea that I had on Eternity Island with the marketplace and kind of move it over here. And I think I did a good job. I kind of shrank it down, of course, but with the added bonus of a couple of the newer stuff we got, I think it was the Agrava tints and stuff like that, it's really made this area super, super cute and ties in very well with Eric's ship and with Ariel's house in the back. That's the only appropriate place I can find her house, to be perfectly honest. Like, it's so hard to put her house anywhere. Ursula, well, y'all see what I've done over there, and I think I did a tremendous job working on her yard. But the market area for sure is a cute little area I absolutely adore. Then over here we have our wishing well. We have Eric's house back here, which is where my crafting station's at. And just a little chill out section, which I thought was super cute. But again, it's kind of hard to work with this section back here, especially with all the rock areas you have to mine around. Like, I swear, they couldn't make that a little bit easier. Like, seriously, guys. Like, I cannot wait for the new floating islands. Like, those are going to be so cool, and I am actually kind of excited to see how those things are really going to work. But anywho, let us... okay, let's start over here. So after leaving the market area, and we're passing Eric's beautiful house in Carriage, we have Stitch's house, which I gave him another cute little yard. Absolutely love this. You know, a little area where he can work on his spaceship. An eating area, because that man loves his coconut cake and coffee. Then we have this cute little restaurant idea that I have over here. You know, very simple, but it's absolutely adorable, especially with the Lilo and Stitch bushing around. As you can tell, I've used a lot of this because they're absolutely beautiful. The green and the red just makes a lot of things stand out, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, overall, love this little restaurant. It turned out extremely cute. Very simple, but extremely cute. Then over here we did this little fountain thing. I took this idea from Reddit. I forgot who posted about this, but thank you again, Reddit, for allowing me to take your idea and use it, because this really made this fountain area stand out for sure. Then we got this little beach house, which is very simple, but I really wanted to do something nice for this beach house because it's a cute beach house. Like, straight up, this beach house is adorable. It's one of my favorites. So I gave it, you know, just a little simple, cute yard that's absolutely adorable. Now to the highlight of the Dazzling Beach is what I like to call Ursula's nightclub. So we got a pretty sweet situation going on over here. You got your entrance here, which has a little fish tank. You got a little jacuzzi tub back here, some Ursula seating with a free punch, or whatever you want to call this. Like, I know it's her cauldron, but, you know, think outside the box a little bit. Think outside of the box. Have a little fun with it. Of course, we have our little bar section, a little eatery, so we can get some delicious food while we rock out to a fantastic concert. Overall, I really love what I've done over in this section. It is a beautiful version of the Dazzling Beach. I always go 110% when it comes to the Dazzling Beach, but I mean, we got so many good furniture and, I don't know, decorating items you can use over here. I mean, hell, I have so many, I don't even have them all here. A lot of them are moved on to the Eternity Island. But that's neither here nor there at the end of the day when it comes to decorating. The point is, it's always fun to do the Dazzling Beach. I like what I've done over here, especially giving it kind of a Italian villa style almost. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous. 10 out of 10 would definitely want to hang out over here, especially at Ursula's nightclub. But why don't we go ahead and move over to another section that I absolutely love working on. Of course, it belongs to the cottagecore lover inside of me. It is the Forest of Valor. So over here at the Forest of Valor, I think I let the cottagecore feel really sink its teeth in over here. It is absolutely beautiful. So let's start over here with our market area. Now, as soon as you come in, of course, you're greeted by this beautiful eatery area with the row of fountains and the goofy stall back here. I thought this was an absolutely tremendous idea to put this over here. I don't know if it necessarily goes with the cottagecore feel, but I think it goes with this area. Then we get Gaston's gym, which I absolutely love this little section. It was great decorating this because I really wanted to give Gaston something he could be proud of and something that could also be useful in a little market section such as this. And I think this turned out extremely well. And I know you all probably see it, but please don't judge me, guys. Seriously, do not judge me. It's a joke. It may be a dark joke but it's a joke. It's a joke nonetheless. And if you don't see it and you don't get it, just let this all be taken in for a minute. Then I think you'll understand. And if not, we're gonna keep carrying on. Ain't that right, Christoph? Sing me out of here, buddy. Sing me out of here. Then we have the library section here with the rustic clock tower and this nice little backdrop right here, which I thought was just adorable. A cute little filler section here. Then we have our tavern yard here. Nothing too crazy, very simple but adorable. Really fits with the tavern vibe, especially with the little sofa right here. It goes really cute with the door. But I love this little market section. It was fun decorating this one, I'm not gonna lie. It was very fun. Then down here next to Cinderella's little carriage over here, we have Belle's house with a beautiful front yard that she shares with the purple cabin. And I think the purple cabin also has a very cute backyard. Like, look at this, it is so adorable, especially with the little dog house and the little eatery area. Absolutely love it. Then over here we have the Sword in the Stone area, which I love this. Like, this is not only beautiful for pictures or an intro, but it's just a beautiful section to walk around in general. It's a combination of just the extra tree decorations I've added, the little fountains in the back, the statue, the Sword in the Stone itself. I thought it was really cute. Came out extremely adorable. It was a little rough to work with at first, but once it started coming together, it came together very nicely. Then we have this little simple, kind of walkway, something I can really work with if more cottagecore stuff comes available in the shop and whatnot and who not. Something I could definitely just work with that's not going to, choke me out when it comes to this area here. Of course, we have a little picnic area in the back. We have this little statue here, which I don't know why it's there. It's just there to add a little pizzazz, if that makes any sense. Then we have Rapunzel's art studio, which I love this. I could not resist giving her this cute and colorful pathway. I thought she would definitely love it. She's got a little seating area here. We got our actual painting studio here, even with our beautiful caterpillar as inspirational muse. We got our pottery wheel that everyone seems to admire. I thought everybody did pretty good in this quest. Simba and Nala did good. Pumbaa did amazing. I love Pumbaa's. And Timon, well, he did his best, but we still love it overall. Then over here we have another little cottage house with just a cute, simple backyard. Nothing too crazy. It's just one of those, kids doing pop-up camping in the backyard kind of ideas. But I did add the little bathtub just for a little pizzazz, more color. Then over here at Belle and Beast's house, I once again outdone myself. I just love this. So, of course, with the Alice in Wonderland Heads mazes, we have Belle's reading area, where she can quietly sip her tea and read some books. The beautiful dining area that Beast loves to treat her with every night, because it is absolutely beautiful and gorgeous over here. And I really wish I had an outdoor eating area like this. And then we have the outdoor little movie theater. It's not as glamorous as the one back at Toontown, but I thought this was more intimate and cozy, especially for Belle and Beast, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Mwah, I know, I just kissed myself because of how beautiful it is, but it is true. I love what I've done over here. And then last but not least, past the friendship pillar is Elsa's house. Now, I haven't really done anything too crazy over here. Kind of kept it simple with keeping, of course, the pillars and the frozen fountain right here in front of her house. But the little pizzazz I added was this little walkway here and this little sit-down chill area. And yes, all puns were intended there. And then over here we have our royal seating area, which I guess she would sit here if someone came to talk to her about, you know, the weather or some kind of craziness. I don't know exactly what craziness I'm talking about, but it was really hard to work with this section, mainly because of how small it is. And this was honestly the only thing I could come up with. But overall, I think it turned out really cute. A good little passover coming from the Valor to the Frosty areas. I thought it was really, really cute. But overall, I love what I've done here. It is absolutely cottagecore to the finest. Everything from the marketplaces to the placements of the house, the wooded area feel. It's nice. It's rustic, it's cozy, it's beautiful. And yet again, it's just one of my favorite sections to hang out in. And hopefully I can get some more cottagecore stuff because this is looking real fiery, I'm not gonna lie. But why don't we go ahead and move on to a little bit of a smaller section that I absolutely love, and that is the Frosty Heights section. So over here at the Frosty Heights, we changed it a little bit, and it's no longer the Snowman Village, but it's like a nice Christmas town village. And I hope y'all really like this, because I really do like this myself. I thought this turned out extremely cute. So we have, of course, the entrance here with Goofy's stall and the beautiful grandfather clock tower over here. I don't know why I said grandfather clock tower. It's just a clock tower, but it's still a beautiful clock tower nonetheless. Absolutely love this one. It's my favorite out of the two, to be honest. Then over here, past Kristoff's little sled, we have Anna and his house with an adorable little yard with the snowman and the snow castle. Then here we have the cute and non-functional Dreamlight castle with the lights. And the reason why I say it's not functional is I still can't get those damn fireworks to work. I've been trying and I just can't do it. But to kind of make up for that, I gave it a cute little yard with the reindeer and of course the Dreamlight pillar in the back, and of course the Dream Snap Challenge trophy you can get once you hit level 10. Then over here we have our adorable Christmas carnival. We have a little cocoa shop, little eatery area. We have the Ferris wheel. Of course, we have the cute little train set that is absolutely adorable. And we have the little merry-go-round here. Unfortunately, we don't have too many like carnival rides that are Christmas themed, but I thought it was cute and adorable, especially with the golden pathway. I don't know why, but this golden pathway really just makes this area 100%. Then over here we have just another little snow village going on with this adorable little entryway here, this cute yard with my crafting station and vacuum. Definitely feeling the Christmas vibe, and I'm stuck. I'm stuck in a snowflake. Then we have a little ice ring, of course, a couple little polar bear toys kind of sprinkled around, and our Frosty Heights tower right here next to our well. Overall, I love this little section. Like, all these sections are super, super cute for sure. Overall, this turned out extremely cute and adorable. I love this little Christmas town I created here. I know I had the Snowman Village for quite a few number of years. I'm going to say the last, like, year and a half, I've at least had the Snowman Village. So I wanted to do something different and, you know, still keep with the little winter vibe that's going on up here at the Frosty Heights. I wish there was more furniture I really could work with up here, and also wish there was more space I had that I could work up here as well. But, you know, maybe in future updates, we'll just have to see how everything plays out. But this is absolutely an adorable little area, and I think it's super cute. But why don't we change climates and go away from this frigid cold and move on to someplace that's a little bit more sunnier. So over here at the Sunlit Plateau, I have to say this is the best it has ever looked. Like 100% out of all the iterations I've ever done in the Sunlit Plateau, this is it. This is the one I love. Let's start over here with Scar's luxurious house. Thank God the rain is done. Like straight up, I've been waiting for like 20 minutes for that to get done, and it's finally done. So, like I said, Scar's luxurious yard. He's got this beautiful decorating piece right here with this awesome water rug that, thanks to the people on Reddit, I was finally able to create. Then he's got his beautiful basic yard here with his own watering hole, crafting station, and cooking area. Just mainly for me because I like hanging around him a lot. Like he's one of my favorite villains to chill with, to be honest. But I love his yard, especially with the bumblestone fencing. It is absolutely. Then over here we have Buzz's RV next to the gas station. It's really the only place I can really think of that wasn't a campsite to put his house next to. And I think it works, definitely, because this is also like a little rest stop area. So, you know, on his little journey, on his adventures, he stopped to get some gas over here. I thought it was a cute story. Then back here we have just a little clear area for when we need to add on and stuff. And we have our whale tucked back here. Then, this is beautiful. This is Mulan's yard. She's got a little training campsite back here with all the cherry blossoms. It is absolutely beautiful. Like, I loved working over here. It was a little difficult because of working with the walls and stuff like that. But I got it to work out the way I actually envisioned it. Like, it looked really, really good. Then back over here, we have Simba, Nala's, Pumbaa, and Timon's house. Made it a lot more jungly, especially with the update, with this new fencing around. And a few little extra, like, jungle bushes like this. And where was that other one at? Probably, oh yeah, tucked away over here. You know, I added a couple of those little things. We added this. It feels like a jungle. I'm glad Timon and Pumbaa and everybody else loves it. This is absolutely beautiful. It's a cute iteration of the yard. A little bit smaller than what they originally had, but beautiful overall. Then, let's go this way and make our way around. We have the up house over here. I originally wanted this as my main house, but I was hitting some difficulties where it wouldn't let me into the house at certain points. Like, I don't know why, it just wouldn't let me in. And I was like, I'm not struggling through that. So, it's just a random house. It's still cute. It's still one of my favorite houses because I love the Up movie. It's got like a basic little backyard. Nothing too crazy. And the kites. I really wish I could move the kites in a different direction, but for some strange reason, the kites don't rotate. I don't know if it's just me or if anybody else is having that problem, but yeah, the kites won't rotate. And then, of course, the little extra details is some more of the Lilo and Stitch bushing here. Then we have... Oh, that was the house. I was like, what the hell was that noise? It was the house. I forgot the house makes noises when you walk away from it. Here we have Wally and Eve's garden. Starting over here at Eve's place, it travels in an L shape. Actually, not even an L shape, a horseshoe shape, basically. But we have all our bushes, all the bushes, and then all the trees back here. And then we have Wally's little garden here. I thought this was absolutely adorable and definitely a good spot to work with when it comes to doing a section dedicated to all the bushes, trees, and garden things that you need. It worked out beautifully. Like this is one of my favorite iterations of Wally's garden. He then has these little tools here, his beautiful house, and of course his astrology section because he is the CEO, head honcho of the astrology club. Absolutely love this. I thought this was so cute, especially with these little add-on pathways right here with the gears. Absolutely adorable. Then we have just a little sitting tree, nothing too fancy. And then, like, the coolest thing is the rare Wally working, digging you out sign. I was very pleased to get this in the chest of disappointment, as I like to call it, because most of the time I'm disappointed when I opened it, but this was the one time in a good long minute I've opened the chest and went, oh my god, I love you. It fit perfectly right here, just beautifully right here. It was wonderful. Then over here we have our little sushi area. Just a little tiny outdoor eating area that I thought was absolutely adorable. I really wish you could sit down on these tables, but you know, it is what it is. I think it turned out extremely cute over here. Ah, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Am I getting fat shamed here? I don't know. And then the last little piece, of course, is Mushu's Guardian statue section. Let me rephrase that. I thought he deserved a people section dedicated to him because he is the Valley Guardian. And this turned out extremely, extremely cute. I adore this version of the Sunlit Plateau. I know it doesn't have a cohesive theme, but the way everything meshes together, it turned out beautifully. Like everything from Wally's garden, the Scar's little den of his own, basically. It is beautiful, and I'm just so proud of this section. Because usually my Sunlit Plateau is like the weakest section of all the, biomes that I show off. This is one of those times where I'm like, this is a strong section. This stands up in the top, at least top 3 for me. But overall, it is absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. Definitely suggest trying something like this out on your Sunlit Plateau. At least give you some kind of creative inspiration or something. Because a lot of people do have problems trying to decorate this area. Because just how bland it can be, especially with the ground itself. But you know what? Put your mind to it, you can make a beautiful area out of any area out there. But speaking of hard areas, why don't we go ahead and move to the last area that a lot of people seem to struggle with decorating. I personally love decorating over here. Now, the Forgotten Lands to me is hands down one of my favorite areas in the entire valley. It's mainly the creepy spookiness of this area. And of course, with all the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff and the Haunted Mansion stuff, and of course, just my spooky vibe in general, I think this is a very adorable and spooky version of this area I've ever done. I absolutely love it. Let me show y'all around. So to start off the tour, we have, of course, our Dark Castle. It's no longer my house, like I said earlier. I now switched over to the Haunted Mansion itself. But I still had to do something special for this yard because this is still just one of my favorite houses. Gave it just a simple, evil, maleficent yard with the Well of Souls and, of course, some stuff to weigh out your soul with. Nothing too crazy, but I thought it still fit the design of the house, Dark Castle and all that. Then over here, we have our little market courtyard section, which is basically Goofy's stall and knickknacks, as I like to call it, the crafting station. Then we have Madame Tussauds reading area, where you sit down and get your fortune told and stuff like that. I thought this turned out extremely adorable, especially with these Bumblestone fencings. Oh my god, and let's not even forget about the cool added feature of this water, which really just makes this area definitely stand out. Check this out. Beautiful, when you say. Very green, but beautiful. Then we got the Christmas version of the Haunted Mansion, mainly because I still want the Haunted Mansion up here, but because my house is over there in the Louisiana Meadow section, I decided to do this one over here. I thought it was still cute, still went with the vibe over here, and absolutely love it. Then we have the new witch's house here. It was a little difficult to work with because of the shape of it, but I still like it. I think it's a cute little corner house. Then we have the Mickey Pumpkin statue right here, which I had to put. The moment I saw this on the Disney leak page on Reddit, I was just like, I gotta have it. It's gotta be right here in the middle of the town because it just fits so well over here. Then we have the new witch's cottage house. I wasn't sure where exactly to put this, whether to put it in the cottage core section over here, but I figured with all the pumpkins and the autumn leaves, it definitely fits over here a little bit better than the cottage core section. Then we have Jack's house. Of course, he's the pumpkin king, so he gets all the pumpkins. And of course, we gave him this cute little yard yet again with his potions and scrolls and, experiments on Christmas, because that's what he loves to do. Even on his off days, he still loves to experiment with creepy stuff. Let's not forget about that last quest we had with all the bug mites, or the nightmare thorn mites, or whatever the hell they were called. But if you know, you know. If you don't, you'll get to that quest line at some point. Then we have Zero here. Of course, the main fountain from Nightmare Before Christmas, and then Jack's pumpkin throne. I figure he deserves something kind of snazzy over here, especially with all these pieces here that we can't really move, so I thought this fit kind of nicely. Then back here we have, of course, our pumpkin patch with our Nightmare Before Christmas holiday tree. Of course, the amazing hill from the movie, which is absolutely adorable and one of my favorite pieces to work with. And then over here we have the other cute little Toon creepy townhouse. I thought about putting in the Toontown, but it fits so much better over here because of the creepy vibes. Then we have the gazebo where we can take pictures at. And then, of course, as per usual, our Tower of Terror. Again, this was one of those houses, I just wasn't quite sure where I wanted to put it, because I thought about putting it at the meadow section, but it's Tower of Terror, man. It has to go here in the spooky area. And of course we have our well. And then the last little section is our cemetery back here, which is really cute, a little hard to work with, especially trying to work around this damn treehouse we can't move. But I thought this turned out really, really creepy and cute at the same time, especially with, again, the little pet cemetery I put back here and the added mausoleum and stuff like that. I absolutely love this little spooky town. It's one of my favorite sections to work on. I know a lot of people don't like working in this area because it really hurts their eyes and it bothers them. But personally for me, I love this section. It's the spookiness that really sells me, and it works very well with my kind of aesthetic that I love hanging out in, which is all horror, spooky theme, you know. Horror runs deep in my blood, man. I love Disney and I love horror. Two strange combinations, but they work. They work here in this biome. Everything from the cute little spooky trees to the gazebos to Jack's pumpkin patch to all the cute little spooky houses that are around. Some of the other areas we have, like Madame Tussauds and stuff like that. I think it makes this area look extremely cute. And again, guys, I know a lot of people don't like this area, but give this little area a shot. I know it's hard to work with, especially with that damn tree house in the corner, but it's definitely worth it, especially if you put your imagination to the highest degree, and you can come up with some really cool and spooky ideas. And if you don't want to go with the spooky element, you could do an opposite thing, where everything's all bright and cheery, where like Cinderella lives here or something like that. We'll just have to see how the future plays out, but don't let the lighting discourage you from decorating over here, guys. It's a beautiful place to work with. A little challenging, but it is still fun. Sadly, guys, that is the end of our valley tour here. I hope y'all absolutely love this valley tour, because I absolutely love decorating it, like 100%. It is hands down one of my favorite iterations of the valley I've ever done. I know I say that every time I get done decorating, but this time I definitely 100% believe it when I say it, because this is just absolutely beautiful. It gives me everything I ever wanted, which is like a filled in valley feel where everything lives in. Everything has a purpose and a place, and it's got cool little sections here and there. But also gives me plenty of room to work with in case I want to add some more little houses, other characters, other little like quest sections and stuff like that. We'll just have to see how the rest of the game plays out for the remainder of the year to see if I add anything more to it after this valley tour. But if not, you know what? We got an Eternity Island to also decorate, and hopefully Storybook Valley once that comes out. But that's a story for another day, so why don't we go ahead and end this here. I hope everybody who has watched, is watching, will watch. I hope you enjoy. I hope everybody has a fantastic and a wonderful night. And guys, hopefully I see y'all for the next Valley Tour video, which should be the Eternity Island. Give me a couple of weeks to finish decorating it, and we'll have to go from there. But that's the story for another day, so until then, my friends, y'all take care.